Jay, Cagefighter Worlds Collide is coming out tomorrow. How excited are you for this film to finally be coming out and have everybody seeing it?
Yeah, it's very exciting. It's been over a year in the making as far as when we got into the ground floor of the project. So it's exciting to see it kind of come from the first script that was sent to me to the rewrites to all the other things that go into putting a film together, and then seeing it get cast and then shot, and then now here we are about to get released in theaters and on demand. So it's very tomorrow it's getting released. So it's very, very exciting. It's kind of almost surreal,
Yeah.
to see it happen, but it's very, very cool.
Exactly. And you play Stephen Drake, who has one of the top MMA shows, radio shows.
Yep.
What did you try to bring in, and tell us a little bit of how you developed the character for you?
Yeah, so I think it's not a huge role, but it's a pivotal role. He connects a lot of the dots in the movie, so it's very I looked at it as a very important role. So being a wrestler and coming from a wrestling background, I've kind of been interviewed a lot from these types of podcasts or radio shows or what have you. So I just just try to take tidbits from different people that have interviewed me over the past. And, this guy's very much got his finger on the pulse of what's happening throughout the MMA world. And, he's kind of like an Ariel Helwani type character where he, likes to have the breaking news, gets the big interviews with the fighters and the promoters, and, wants to kind of get his scoop out there before anybody else, So it was a very fun character to play.
Yeah. Was there any one particular interviewee that you kind of one or two that you based it on?
No, just over experience over the past years, just kind of trying to put myself on the other end of that, and but nobody specifically. No.
Yeah, cool. That's one thing I love about this movie is the fact that it really does fit into what's going on now.
Yeah, very relevant.
Especially with wrestlers going into MMA and vice versa. Like last year, there was a fight with Tito Ortiz and Alberto El Patron that did very well, and it was something that was unique in Mexican wrestling to see that crossover. What do you think about that when athletes cross over into different sports, especially since this movie pertains to it a lot?
Yeah, like you said, it's very relevant to what's going on. We've obviously seen it with Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley and CM Punk, and Jake Hager is fighting for Bellator. So we're seeing it quite a bit, and also like you said, wrestlers or MMA fighters crossing over into wrestling as well. And we saw Velasquez recently, and Matt Riddle obviously doing great on WWE. So I think that from what my opinion is, you're always looking to challenge yourself when you perform at a top level. You're always trying to find that next challenge, that next thing, that's going to help you elevate your game even more. And I think, for wrestlers, there's that thing too for legitimacy. There always, you're always kind of looking for that legitimacy and being seen as legit. And so, some guys have that ability and have collegiate backgrounds and things like that, or martial arts backgrounds or boxing backgrounds, and they, try to challenge themselves. And I think it's the same way with MMA fighters when they come over. I think that they're obviously, I think they're the theatrics of it, the character-based stuff, and obviously that there's wrestling, the physicality of the wrestling is appealing as well. And I think that there's a lot of MMA fighters are pro wrestling fans.
Yeah. And how much of that experience did the director really call upon you to get some insight to really help develop the film, develop the characters? Did he go above and beyond your role?
Yeah, I worked as an executive producer on this movie as well. So right from the start with the script, and gave my opinion on the direction of some of the wrestling stuff with the script, and so yeah, it was very hands-on and exciting, like I said, and everybody worked really well together, and they're very open to. My thing was being a wrestler, having a wrestler present in this movie, wanted to not have the wrestler come out looking like the fool, as you would think. I wanted it to be there to be a certain legitimacy there as far as the wrestler. And I think that was portrayed really well in this film, and I was really proud of how that took place.
Mm-hmm. We talked to Chuck Liddell recently, and that was the one thing I really like about this film is that you guys brought a lot of realism into it, and made it. You gave the wrestler, and you gave them as a real athlete, which they are. I mean, right. We're friends with Kalisto from WWE, and it's like you see the pain and toll that type of sport does, as well as MMA. So I thought you guys did a great job in bringing that together.
Yeah, and like I know that was important for Chuck as well. I know he was helping with a lot of the fights and stuff like that, coordinating a lot of those things, and I know it was important for him as well to have the MMA side obviously look as legit as when somebody is training for a fight or what happens during a fight, like to have that to have his knowledge and have gone through the things he's gone through, he can say, hey, this is what would happen in this situation. And my side, for me to say, hey, this is what would happen in this situation. So I think it gelled really well.
Yeah, I think that's what makes a movie so good, because I really enjoyed it. What was it like to be an executive producer on this film and really get your hands into the creative process?
Yeah, it was fun, and always looking to do new things and to better myself. And it was just, I'd never done, with the Edge and Christian show on the WWE Network, I did some producing with that, but this was obviously different with a film. And, but it was fun, and just kind of, sat in on the meetings and try to pick up what I could and use what knowledge I had as far as the subject matter. And just seeing how, it's funny when you go watch a movie, you just watch it and enjoy it. And you sometimes don't realize, what all goes into the details of making this thing get to this point where it's being shown. And that's very much true with this. Like there was a lot of hiccups, a lot of ups and downs. And so now, really proud to see it come out. And it was very rewarding. And also gave me a new respect for how it's all made, like behind the scenes.
Are we going to see more acting from you? More, maybe your own directorial debut, possibly?
I don't directing it would be good at this point. But yeah, I'm always up for doing some more acting and stuff like that. I have a lot of fun doing it. It's something that I really enjoy. I hopefully I will get a chance to do some more of it here coming up.
Cool. Well, you've had a great career. Your wrestling career was amazing.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're still doing some of it right now with the show. It's and now the acting is going great, and I see you doing a lot more in acting. What's next for you? Like, has there anything come concrete yet, or?
Yeah, well, I'm just like right now, I'm just trying to find different challenges. Like what I was doing backstage on Fox, WWE Backstage show, doing some analyst work and things like that. So just trying to have my hand in a bunch of different pots. I just want to kind of be versed and not be kind of pigeonholed into one specific thing. And what I'd like to be, be able to kind of do a bunch of different things and kind of keep it interesting and mix it up. And so we'll see what happens here going forward.
Right. So last question, what can you tell the Muse fans and who are MMA fans, wrestling fans, to come and see Cagefighter Worlds Collide? What can you tell them to get them out?
Yeah. Tomorrow, again, Cagefighter available streaming on demand and in theaters from Screen Media. So it's very exciting. But listen, if you're a fan of wrestling and if you're a fan of MMA, or if you're a fan of both, you don't even actually have to be a fan of either to enjoy this movie. There's another story that goes on within the story of the fight. There's an internal struggle of the champion MMA fighter as well. So it goes deeper than just fighting. But it's I think both sides were represented very well in this, and it's very realistic in that sense. So if you're a fan of MMA, if you're a fan of pro wrestling, if you're a fan of both, you will definitely enjoy this movie for sure.
Right. Jay, thank you so much. I've been a big fan of your career. I've been following you since I was in high school, because we're about the same age. So it's like, and it's great to see you move into different items, different things, especially in movies, because I thought a lot of wrestlers could do very well in movies. We've seen that, and I think you're the next one who could really do well in movies. So
thanks, man. Means a lot. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
So thank you. Thank you so much.
All the best. Take care. Thanks.
Thanks.